like to welcome you out to this class on fun websites and interesting ones also. This class will show you that genealogy is not all research and statistics, but there is also an interesting and entertainment side to genealogy. Today we're going to go to some of those sites and show you how you can find more information in a fun way. The class assumes you have a tree on Family Search and are familiar with the Family Search program, because we will be reviewing some of the Family Search partner websites that utilize what you have on your tree already and the information you have gathered. They will use this information to enhance your family history experience. I will also be showing you the various sites, and then we will go to them with this PowerPoint. I invite you to follow along as I visit the various sites and explain the features. Okay, I'm going to close this down, and the first place that we want to go to is Family Search itself, the program. So I'm going to go to Google Chrome. I have it bookmarked, Family Search. I'll need to sign in. Okay, this is the main page on Family Search when you sign in. The Family Search has just added a brand new section to help with the younger generation and some of the things to make Family Search more fun and different. So if you go up to the top where all of the menu items are, this new one is called Activities. If you click on Activities and click on All Activities, they have come up with a bunch of different activities that you can do at home or anywhere. If you scroll down, you can see there's a lot of different ones. Let's pick on just a couple of these and we'll go through them. You can spend hours on this page and all the different ones. Let me show you the couple that I like. First one is All About Me. If I go to that and click there, it takes the information on Family Search saying that I was born in 1943, and then it lists a whole bunch of things. How many people share my name? If I click on that, 716,000. I can go down here and look at all these different, the meaning of my name, where does my name come from, what's a gallon of gas cost when I was born, 21 cents. And has all different things that you can learn about yourself. What the movie ticket, population of the world, basketball, baseball, you're into that. Anyways, you can go down here and look through all of these, and it tells you something about you. So this is the All About Me part of one of these activities. Okay, let's go back and look at another one. And this one here is Compare a Face. Now, I'm going to click on this one and we're going to walk through it. Now, this one here, you need to have quite a few pictures on your Family Search tree, because what it does, it compares your pictures to all the relatives that you have on Family Search, the pictures of them, and says which person are you more alike or are they more alike. Okay, let me walk you through how to do this. Okay, so if I scroll down here and let's click on Get Started. So what it wants me to do is bring a picture of me. So I know I have on my desktop a picture of myself. And if I scroll down again, it's the picture that's on my desktop is me again. If I click on it and open it up, it takes that picture that was on my desktop and analyzes that compared to all of my relatives' pictures that I have. And I'm saying I'm going to accept this. And then it tells me that I look 46% like my grandfather on my mother's side. Or if I look up here, 44% of my great-great-grandfather, 41% of my dad, 38% of my mom, and I can keep going. This is a great, kind of a fun thing, but remember, you need to have enough pictures of your ancestors to do this. And let me show you just briefly what I did is I scrolled in a picture, and here it is on my desktop. So I knew where it was, and I just brought it in here, so I knew I could upload it. Okay, that's the first one. First, there's quite a few there that you could play with one way or another. Okay, let me go back to the PowerPoint and bring up, this is the next one I want to go to. It's familysearch.org/campaign/pioneers. And if you want to type that in, and what it is, it will analyze your family tree and see if there are any ancestors in your tree that have come across the plains. So let's go to the site and close this down. I'm going to go back to Chrome, open up a new tab at the top, and type that address in. Oh, campaign. If I knew how to spell, I'd be better. Campaign Pioneers. Okay, so I'm going to that site right now. Okay. They have taken a look at my tree that was on Family Search and found one pioneer. And this is Richard Golightly. He traveled with this company. He departed from Kansas in June 1852. He was 44. He traveled for almost 100 days and with a wagon. I can look at his photos and stories. I can view my relationship to him. Also, I only have one on mine. So that's all I have personally, but you might be able to find more. If you found more, you just go click on, it will say at the bottom, here it's one of one. That's all I have. At the very bottom, you can see where it says. And here's where he did it. But if you had like 10, you can just click on here and it will take you to the next one and the next one after that. And it's kind of a neat thing if you're into pioneers and like pioneers. Okay? Play with these things on your own. Some of them you can spend many hours at. Okay, let's go back to the PowerPoint and go to the next one. And the next one is called roopsmapper.com. And it's going to show you a map of the world and where your ancestors come based on the information you put in on Family Search. So let me close this down. Go back up here to Chrome. I'm going to close this down. Open a new tab and type in roopsmapper.com. Okay, what they ask you to do is to sign in. This is a partner site that Family Search is in partners with. They want to use your information in your tree. And what they do is they take that information. You can see right here. The first thing they did is they took 4 generations and where they came from. Most of my family comes from Germany and United Kingdom. And then I've got some weird one here. But you can click on these numbers right here or bring your mouse to there and it will tell you which ancestor that is. You can also go to the top up here and click on where it says start with that little arrow. And instead of 4 generations, scroll down and you can put in up to 12 generations. It really fills up your tree the fills up the screen quite dramatically when you put in like 10 or 11 generations. This is kind of a cute little thing, and this is this particular feature is in the Family History Discovery Centers also. It also gives you, you can go in there and put in different people and a lot of the other things. Play with it, have fun with it. It's kind of a fun thing. I can also go up here and put in a satellite map and look at an ancestor's place, where they lived, their house, or anything like that. It's what it does. It takes you to Google Earth, and so you can look at a street, and it's kind of cute to follow there. But this is another fun site. Here again, you can spend a lot of hours in here one way or another. Okay, I'm going to close this down. Let's go back to the PowerPoint. Let's go to the next one. This is treeseek.com. Now, in my opinion, Family Search, if you want to print out a tree, a pedigree chart, or a fan chart, or anything like that, they don't do a really good job. But this partner does an outstanding job. So let's go to the site. I'll bring up Google again. I'm going to close this one down. And let's go to treeseek.com. Okay, treeseek.com has a zillion, not a zillion, but probably close to it. These are all the different types of printouts that you can print out from the information on your tree. 9, 6 generations, 7, 10, a full circle, a half circle. These other charts, it goes on, and if you click on here, there are charts behind there. There is a zillion different ways. If you're going to a family reunion and you want a printout and you want it blown up, you can go to this site and go over to Kinko's or FedEx, and they can put it on a larger. We've had people put it on 5 foot by 3 foot. Of course, it costs you money. Also, watch on this one. Some of them are free, and some of them will cost you something to print them out. But if you're a nut on printing these out, this is a perfect site. You can find just about anything you could possibly, any different ways that you can possibly print this out. So this is a great site for you. Try it out sometime. This is the fun one I like here. It will print out in the names that you have on your family tree, and the ones that are duplicated the most, or used the most, it will print them larger. And the ones that aren't used too much, they're the small ones. Okay, let me close this down. Go back to the PowerPoint. Go to the next one. And this is the Family History Guide. Now, what this is someone has put together basically a learning center for you to learn a lot of information on different websites, and it's done extremely well. Let's go to this and let me show you some features. I'm going to close it down, bring Chrome back up, close this down, open up this, and type in the Family History Guide. Okay, this is what it looks like when you go to their webpage. I have no idea who does this, but it's done extremely well. If you look at the top up here, it has all of these menu features. Let's say I want to learn more about Family Search. I can click or go to Family Search, and then I can go to any of these, how to do a memory, descendants, how to do that, how to do indexing. They have videos, excellent presentations, and learning tools for Family Search. But if you want to do it, same thing on Ancestry, MyHeritage, or Find My Past. Those are what they call the big four that are out there in the world. They also, if you're not familiar with computers, go to the introduction. And if you scroll down, they have a really good section on, let me click it on, you can see, computer basics. And it walks you through the very basics of a computer or a Mac, how to use all these different applications. They have done an outstanding job. It's kept up all the time. It's done extremely well. And it's a good learning tool for you that you can do right in your home on any of these sites. Just really super to me. Okay? And our last site today, let me go down here and open up, is relativefinder.org. Okay, this is where, if here again, make sure that your tree is up to date and you have everything filled in, because it uses the information on your tree and to find out who you are related to. So let me close this down. Go back to Google. I'm going to open up another tab. There's Relative Finder. Okay, this is what comes up when you go to Relative Finder. Here again, as you scroll down a ways, it will ask you if it's okay to sign into Family Search. You have to sign in. Then what they do is they look at your tree and show you who you are related to. If you go to the left-hand side, let's say, let's go movie stars. No, let's go U.S. president. If I click there, I am related to these presidents. And if I want to know how I'm related to, let's say, Abraham Lincoln, if I click on Abraham Lincoln's name, it brings up a chart. And if you scroll to the very bottom, I'm on the left side, Abraham's on the right. So how am I related? I can go up through my line all the way to the top, and this is the common ancestor between us. And then I can go down to Abraham Lincoln. So it gives you a chart. You can print these out. You could spend hours and hours on here. The one thing I would recommend is you only click one of these at a time. Unclick it, and let's say I want to go into entertainers. Click on that, and it will tell me, like, here's Elvis, 12th cousin. All of these ones here, Karen Carpenter, Osmonds, Johnny Cash, and I can click on those. And the ones at the top are the ones that you're the closest to, 8th cousin, 12th cousins, and so forth. You can spend many times. A lot of people that I work with want to know how they're related to royalty. You can click on royalty, and this is where you can see how you're related to royalty, or any of these other places up here. This one here, people have spent hours and hours on. Here again, you can print these out. You can download the PDF, anything you like that. Okay, this is 9 different websites that we went to. Each one has a little bit different, something different for you. It makes your genealogy and your family history a lot more interesting when you do some of these. And on the very first one we went to, there's a lot of things for families or your children to do. If you look at the one on Family Search where it says all activities. I hope this was a positive thing for you, and I hope you get to try these out on your own. Thanks for coming.